Okay, I think I did all the things. I'm running behind today. Sorry, guys. It happens. It's been a slow to get moving day. I'm working on it. Okay. So, when we are needle felting along with Bob Ross tutorials, we are working on season 3, episode 8 of The Joy of Painting. We're almost done this one. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. So, we are on the point where we are working on this wave. I was trying to be I'm a little scrunched in here and I know it, but I need to leave room for the swirlies down in here, so that's why we're a little scrunchy. Alright, well, you know what, let me pin that. Alright, that way it's there. And I don't have to type it again later because we don't have that much chat happening normally, so I don't have the link auto posting very often. So we'll just pin that guy up there. Alright. Just gonna grab a little bit of like our aqua color here. Just to kinda give this a little bit of a lighter kiss of color in here. So it is Sunday. Forgot I had that. So hope everybody had a good weekend. It's not quite over yet. Or maybe you work on the weekend, so like, get the fuck out of here. I always had to work the week. Well, not always. There was a brief period of time when I was merchandising where I wasn't normally working the weekend. Brief, like 3 years. But, most of the time I did work the weekends. Might be a little thick in there. But maybe not. Maybe not. This bottom one's got a bit more of our aqua color here. If you see a wisp of smoke, I do have the one incense burner going. I don't normally like to use the on fire incense when we're felting. This one does have a lid on it though. And we might have to bust out the glue gun later, so I just didn't want the wax melter on. Just so I didn't bump it. I don't know if we're gonna need the glue gun today. If we don't need it today, we will definitely need it tomorrow. And I'm thinking we might have to finish this guy tomorrow. Really depends on how quickly we get through this water section. But I've got no problem doing or taking like a half an hour to an hour to finish it tomorrow, and then diving into our sketch for our next one. That's fine. Just have to make sure that I let the husband know that there's going to be an overlap of projects. Is he okay? We have some strange weather today. It kind of looks like it wants to rain, but the sun's out at times, and it's a little warm but cold at night, and I wasn't sure if we needed to put the air on today. I'm at the upper end of my being comfortable with the heat level at the moment, but I hate to put it on for just a couple of hours, because no sooner we'll start to get cool in here and that we won't need it. Just kind of one of those things today. It's one of those weird days. Kind of taken. So my wave doesn't look exactly the same as his. It was never going to. Just because of me. So yeah, I know this and I fully accept this. %. All right. That's a little thick. Right, let's try with that. So I mean, yeah, it's really not that thick in the grand scheme of things, but like down here is kind of thick. For what I'm looking for in this section. Sorry, there's like a couple little loose hairs that were being a little fussy. So I just kind of wanted to get them worked in while I saw them. Or figure out if they needed to get snipped off. I'm going to turn our mat here. Just trying to separate out our strands. Just a little bit here. It's okay if our edge is a little wobbly. We can fix that up. I might borrow the husband's larger scissors, because I don't have a large pair of scissors, but we found his accidentally. So the mystery of where the fuck did these scissors go has been solved. However, I do need these scissors. And we'll get this all stabbed into here. All right. So I thought episode 7's speed felt would have been up today, but we had to change some of the editing on it because I got weird about the one speed it was at, so we're readjusting it. So sometime this week that one will be up. Okay, I'm just gonna flip this one up. Wasn't enough there to bother trimming on that guy. pretty happy with how this one's turning out. I will say that. And I will admit that the back isn't as thick as some of the other ones, so I think this mat is definitely a pretty good mat. I'm pretty happy with it. Much happier with it than the other mat that we were using. Because when we first started out, you know, I was trying to just do like the surface stabbing and stuff, but then I realized it wasn't fully grabbing all of the fiber, and I was getting some more open splits happening as we were going through. So then I just kind of started going gung-ho to make sure we were attached really well, but it's not like plush carpet like some of the other ones were. It's not super thick, so I'm still pretty happy with this mat. We might try to recolor my hair tonight. If we have time. We will see. So did you get more cheese or just the pasta?
More cheese too.
Okay. Do you want me to do that tomorrow night, or do you want it tonight?
Huh?
Do you want it tonight or tomorrow night?
Tonight would be good.
Okay. Alright. We're not quite done with the... Oh, damn it. Alright, I'll get that in a minute. Not quite done with this color yet, but I want to at least get that set aside. I'm going to grab our whites. I might have gone overkill on that. That's alright. This is the front one. It would be a little bit brighter. Just forming a little bit of some poof on that bit of white fluff. And I'm just gonna bulk up our foam edge here just a little bit. I don't need it tremendously big. And this doesn't have to be like strictly uniform. We want it to be a little bit wild. Some sections can be a little bit smaller than the others, you know. We want it to be a little slightly willy-nilly in that section. So don't be afraid to shape it. Get it into something that you're looking for. Okay. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly. But yeah, we're getting there. See all the loose fuzzes with this black background. Oh, it drives me crazy. But we're as pretty much attached as we're gonna get. Okay. Oh. Come here, Fuzz. What color fuzz are you? I don't know where you came from. We're gonna go that way. Oh, that might have been that aqua color that I had said over there earlier. I must have missed a piece. It's just a little big. Okay. We'll get this guy all schmooched. Alrighty. I kind of fucked up spacing on that one. So if you end up with a little gap there, you can always come back in. And fill in on top if you need to. Okay. Just get this last little bit in on this end over here. And I think that end will be looking okay. Alright, next bit of fluff. Alright, let's see what we can do with this piece. You know, this is gonna come down to one of those where you're just gonna have to fuss with it until you're happy with it kind of situations. I should have had some water today. Just didn't want to get too carried away with too much on the desk in case we did need the glue gun. I don't have it pulled out and plugged in, so I wasn't sure if we were going to get to it today. But it is in the drawer next to me, so if I need to grab him, we should be good to go. Oh, my burn's scarred. I don't know if it's scarred, but there's definitely a mark there. The blister's gone away, it looks like. So that's good at least. So we're definitely going to do the less is more approach in here for this section. This guy. So this might take a few minutes trying to get this in. But we're not in a huge super rush. Okay. Then we'll grab our next bit of foamy stuff. So this one being closer and we can see all of it crusting, I'm gonna take our more exaggerated bits of foam all the way across. Okay. I think it's gonna take this whole blob of fluff that we put off, but might take most of it. All right. Get that worked into there. Alright, so getting this guy. We can have that be a little bit flatter in that part. Maybe that part of the wave is lagging behind a little. Remember to keep pulling up on your project gently every so often, just so you don't become attached to your surface. Okay. This might be a little big here, but let's see what we can do with it. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good there. Okay. Get this guy. Alright. Well, we're gonna use most of this bit of fluff that we pulled out here, it seems. At least for this section. Okay. We don't have too much further to go over here, though. So later tonight, I might get at least my episode from yesterday's Planet Zoo stream up on the YouTube channel. If it doesn't happen tonight, it'll happen on Monday. We will see. Like I said, tonight we're gonna be pretty jam-packed with stuff going on. If I end up doing a bonus Planet Zoo stream this week, probably wouldn't be until, I don't know, maybe Tuesday. It kind of depends on what the husband's doing. If I guess it could be any day but Thursday, really. It probably wouldn't be before 8 o'clock. It depends on if I go on Tuesday. I guess I could go in the afternoon. But the bonus streams I prefer not to be too time constrained. I don't know. Let's see. still not really sure I'm happy with what I did the other day. Which sucks after I spent all that time on it, but I don't know. I might change it, which angers me. Because part of me is like, I spent that much time putting it in, we're going with it, and then another part of me is like, yeah, but I'm not really happy with it. I might change it to something else. Alright. We're getting there, I promise. We still have to do our bits of water down in here. Now I haven't pulled up from here too hard yet. I can still go back and add that in. I kind of wanted to see how we're handling the swirly bits down here first. Because supposedly there is some sort of beach in here that's not the cliffs that I did not notice the first time we took a quick look at this. See if we can start to flatten this guy out just a little bit. Just to get him back under some semblance of control here. Alrighty. A little bit of this. Sorry I got off to a slightly delayed start today. Like I said, I was just moving slow. Trying to get some stuff done. I got up a few minutes late. Really tired today. Kept waking up to a cat sitting on me, so I couldn't toss and turn like I normally do. I'm not even sure where she ended up when Russell got up. Where did you find her?
I knew.
My.
This morning?
Yeah.
Oh, I just caught her. I walked by and she was out in the dining room. So
Oh, okay. So she did leave at some point. Old Cat was on the loose last night, and Russell kept Cow in the other room because he couldn't find her when she went to bed, and then she showed up and she looked mad that she couldn't find Russell. And then she kept acting like she either wanted to get in the blankets or sit on my head, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then I eventually turned over and faced away from her, and then next thing I knew I had a cat sitting on me, and I'm like, what? But the thing of it is, she's so old and she's so light that I didn't even feel the weight of her sitting on me until I went to shift. And I felt off balanced and I was like, what the hell? And then I realized there was someone sitting on me and I was like, really? She's got to be our lightest cat. Everybody else are chonkers. Alright, just a little bit more on this bottom corner here. And then we will advance our tutorial and see what we got left to go. Alright. Hoping this week I'll be able to get one of my paintings finished since I don't have any other shenanigans going on. At least I'm not anticipating any other shenanigans. Oh, and the one crab did successfully molt. He climbed out of his little protective container we put him into and he was wandering around. So yay. Sorry, there's just going to be a shadow from the microphone. There's nothing I can do about that. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and advance our tutorial just a little bit. And see how he's... he's doing here. What's he doing? Oh, that's what he did. Okay. So that's kind of where he's giving the impression of the beach being at. Okay. I'm gonna back this up. I guess about there. Okay. So, I grabbed that rich teal, but I didn't end up using it. Come here. Sorry, I'm trying to put that clothespin down. It didn't want to cooperate. Okay, so we're gonna go grab our royal blue. I'm just gonna snake that a little bit. Alright. And I'm just gonna start putting in our dark color down in here first. Was that a cat fight?
No, that was just Cow being angry because I moved him.
Oh. Lester the possum was back last night. Oh my god, you guys, he's the size of a kitten.
He's the fluffiness of a kitten, too.
He seemed very upset that there wasn't more cat food in the bowl. I'm like, buddy, I'm not feeding you purposely. That is for the cat that visits us outside. I don't have feed baby possum money. If I had feed baby possum money, that would be a different story. We would like to set up a bird feeding camera. And if crab cam doesn't work out, we might try it, but we have to try to figure out a secluded spot, which is going to be difficult, just to make sure it doesn't catch our cars coming and going in the camera. I mean, you guys have seen me on camera before, so it's not so much of not seeing me. It's just more so that you don't see like license plates and stuff, because we're on this busy ass road. And it's gonna be rather difficult to do it with the I keep feeling like I've got something in this finger. And we've tried and tried and tried and haven't been able to find anything. It's driving me crazy. Be exceptionally difficult when the mother-in-law and her sister come back. Alright, so let's get this done in here. Because they're gonna have the RV and then their cars are in the backyard, so do. Alright. Kind of have this guy, and then we need to take him back in there a little bit. We got a lot to do before the mother-in-law comes back. We have to get the grass cut. We have to get the divot filled in. I almost sprained my ankle in. That the RV left the last time that we found. We gotta get the rest of those tree branches cut down. Did I say we have to move her car? We have to move her car. We might try to get the grass cut like a day or so before she arrives. We're probably gonna have to cut it before that. Kind of depends on how much lead time she gives us here. She doesn't always. Her idea of letting us know when she's on her way or when they leave there is like, I'll be there tomorrow. What? No, we needed to know a few days ahead of time because there's some stuff we have to do. We have to get air in her car tire. Alright, so we're just kind of working on getting some of our shadows in here. Trying to make sure that all these little guys are well and attached. Alright, so let's see here. That's a bit of a knot there. Hopefully that doesn't become too problematic. It might be alright. Not gonna go too heavy on that. We did need a small splash of that color in there. Wow, that blue looks almost neon on that black, doesn't it? It's amazing what the shade behind can do to the color in front. It's not quite as bright in front of me as it is on the camera, but it's still pretty bright. Alright, I think that might be enough of that. I think. Okay, so I'm gonna hang this color back up. Okay. Now, oof. We need. That's so touchy. Okay, we need some denim. Sorry, I've got a t-shirt over my lap because the bottom of my keyboard tray is... That's not denim. Shit. Where's my denim? Oh, it's over there. Right. Damn it. Damn it. It looks like denim in the dim light over there. That's denim. Yeah, the bottom of the underside of my keyboard tray is all rough. It's basically press board, but the underside's being weird. And the veneer started to come off of that, and so I was trying to put tape over it, and then the tape started coming off, and now it's just a sticky, irritating texture, and I'm just like, oh, get it off me. Alright, so just gonna kind of blend in our denim color around our dark color here. Just a bit. So hope everybody's having a good day, having a good weekend. Alright. So since we're doing some finer threads of fiber here, I'm going to spend a little bit more time just trying to make sure that we are well and worked in. Okay. So just make sure that we are hanging out on this dark edge. So it might look a little bit white before we stab it in. But we are sort of like our gray-blue color here. Start to work that in, sort of like our middle watercolor here. Don't need to completely connect it to the back piece, to the back wave here. We can have some dark sections in here. And again, you can do this however which way you want to do it. Because like Bob says, it is our world. And we can do whatever. We can make it not be quite so bright. It can be brighter. It could be different shade altogether. Different colors. If we really wanted to, we could have just taken the waves crashing right up to the edge. Maybe you couldn't see the beach here. We could have taken our cliff up higher, so you could only see out over the cliff a little bit. Also possibilities. Just kind of depends on how you're feeling about it, really. In the end, I forgot I moved that. Keep up, Nisey. Alright. So I am kind of tacking this around our edge here, just to kind of bring those two together. So we can have some hints of that darker color in there. Okay. I'm really not sure how this is gonna work out here, but we're following along with Bob's, so we're giving it a go. We will see. How this shakes out. Okay. Grab a little bit more of this. Not planning on using that entire blob, but we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see how this shakes out. Okay. I kind of want it connecting at least a little bit back in here. Will we get the effects we're hoping for? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yay for finger protector. That would have definitely hit my fingernail. Don't know if it would have done any damage there, but now we don't have to worry about it. Sometimes I can't get out of my own way. It happens. Which is why we go for the safety equipment when it's available. Wow, that stick of incense burned for about an hour. It's still going. Sometimes it seems like they're done really, really fast. Or it's constantly going out on me. Now I do have a fan on, so that might be helping with the airflow around it. It's not blowing at it. But the fluff over there moved, and that was from the fan. Okay, that's not the color we want just yet. We will come back to you, but I'm not quite ready for you yet. Let go. So I'm not snaking this real tight. I kind of want it to be spread out a little bit wild here, a little bit unruly, just to kind of get more of that all over feeling. Do we want to do this in your Dutch oven tonight?
I mean, we can.
Since I'm using the other one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I still have to make rice.
Yeah. Well, do you just want to make it tomorrow then?
Well, no matter what I do, I still have to make rice because she's not that crazy about the mac and cheese, and I need the rice for the dogs anyway.
I thought she liked it.
I don't think she wants it as her full side,
okay,
though.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, you can ask her, but that still leaves me a dilemma of what to give the dogs. But I mean, I might only make a half serving of rice.
Well, that's fine. I just didn't want to overburden you. Is that or see if you're hungry later and we can make it after?
Yeah, but we already got enough going on tonight. So we were going to try to color my hair, and it's game night.
Yeah.
So we still have 2 more colors to work into here. So yeah, we probably will finish it tomorrow. That's fine. I always underestimate how much time something's gonna take. Because we still have to finish out our cliff here. So yeah, tomorrow. That's fine. I'll plan to have the electrical outlet available for the glue gun. So tomorrow will probably be a double project. We'll finish this guy, and then we might start our sketch on episode 9. We will have to stop on time today. I can't dick around and go a half hour over today. Alright, so get this worked into here. Okay, so it's starting to work its way in here. This kind of fluffed out here. So, this episode 7 speed felt will probably still be faster than episode 6's. I don't know by how much yet, but it shouldn't be 2.5 hours. It'll definitely be faster than that. How many more episodes do you have to edit?
Oh, I still have to edit them all. I got through the first one, but I haven't gotten the rest yet.
Oh, I thought you had started working on the others. Alright. So I'll get this worked into here. Now what's he mad about? Oh. Cow throwing his attitude around. And Little was oddly lovable yesterday. Just wanted all of the attention. She even yelled at me to go to bed.
Oh, she did that again?
Yeah. She pulled a Momo. For the longest time, Momo would yell at me to go to bed if it got to be after 2. He got mad at me. He wanted me to go to bed because he wanted to go to bed. He wanted to get under the blankets and snuggle. So he would sit there and grr at me until I went to bed. I kept thinking he wanted to go potty. I'm like, we're not going potty at this time of night. And then I finally figured out what time it was, and he wanted me to lay down. He was like, lady, enough. But she came in, and I was actually setting up to go to bed, and then I got distracted looking at something on YouTube, and next thing I know, she comes bounding in, jumps on the bed, and starts going, meow, 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 meow. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? And then I looked at the time and I'm like, are you telling me to go to bed? I went out and I checked on her food. She did need crunchies, but I don't think she was hungry because when I fed her, she didn't follow me. She stayed where she was. I came back and she was still sitting on the end of the bed, and I was like, okay, I'm coming. Like, for Christ's sake.
Did she lay in bed with you?
For a few minutes, she sat on the end of the bed, and then something happened, and then she left. Oh, no, she sat there, and I was like, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom then. And when I came out of the bathroom, she was sitting in the kitchen next to that bug that I had to step on, that spider that was half under a cardboard box. And I was like, oh god, how am I gonna do this? So I like stepped on the cardboard box to at least stun it so I could move the box. Because I would have never been able to sleep knowing it was out there, and I think that's one of the things that they were trying to get for the past couple of weeks. That's why I get nervous when I see several of them just staring in like one specific area. I'm like, what's there? Because you know something's there. You've seen it. I'm not seeing it. I have yet to see it. What is it? So when her and Cal start zeroing in on something, there are two main... What are you stuck to me with? Ugh. There are two main hunters. That piece did not want to let go. So if those two are after something or weeding something out, there's something there. I can always tell when there's a cricket in the laundry room because Little will just sit in the doorway to the laundry room and just stare into it. Like she's waiting for it to get the confidence to come closer to the dining room. I'm gonna get you. Nobody gets past this line without me knowing about it. Peabot had a mouse one time. Though I don't know if he's the one that actually caught it. He was playing with it. With the mouse body. In our bedroom. At like 4 a.m. when I was trying to sleep, I kept hearing his nails or something clanking against legs of a metal table, and I'm like, what am I hearing? And he was playing with it around this table. I was like, really? But at that point, I wasn't sure who actually caught it. Because none of the other cats were around. And I couldn't really see them giving that up. And he wasn't trying to eat it. He was just playing with it. And I'm like, really? this. There goes that dog in that car again. I've never been able to see what kind of dog it is because we never are looking outside when that car goes by, and by the time we hear him bark, the car's already gone past. Get this tapped into here. Alright, it's a little messy. And it's not the greatest, but this is a little hard to convey for me. I'm sure there's plenty of other people that could pull this off a lot better. But shit takes practice, right? So that first few steps are the scariest. Alright. Maybe one more little blue piece here. And then we'll kind of bring you back this way. We'll see about getting our aqua color worked into here. Okay. We're gonna have like little tiny loose fuzzies here. So let's see if I can capture them here. Maybe. Don't know. If they get to be too much, I can always come back in with some scissors and clean that up. Alright, so I think this color I can put in its bag. Oh, why are these zippers so thin? I've got such a hard time getting them into their slot there. Alright, so we're going to go back to our aqua color. We need to clean the fish. I can't see him. His little tank. Little tanky boo. Oh, no, we just pulled that up. Okay. So let's see about getting this aqua color worked into here now. Sometimes it's just helpful to like run your finger across and like swirl it, and it should grab all the like loose little fuzzes, or like the loose ends that are still not attached, like little flyaways. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. And I can gather them up, and then you can try to attach them a little bit easier. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So just kind of working in the aqua. Now remember, this is more of like a highlighty color, so it can be on there a little bit heavier than the white, but at the same time we need to try not to overkill it too. So it's not really the main highlight color here, but it is our light color. About trying to keep this a little bit in check here, but might be a little thick there. Sometimes if it feels a little heavy, you can tap a little bit more. And sometimes if the strands are thin enough, you can kind of melt them in so they're not as noticeable. It does take a little more tapping. I will say that. That's why we try to go with the less is more and then build it up from there. Where we need to. Okay, I'm just gonna rub out the back here a little bit, just try to reflatten everybody here. So I ended up putting a sticker over the little tag on the pad so people don't think it's product placement. This isn't sponsored. A little bit more of this into here. I'm going to try to keep our black sections where possible. Okay. So we still have to add some white all up in here in spots. And then we will finish out our cliff here, and we'll have to sign it. And then we'll trim up our sides, and we'll attach our dowels and our hanging string. So yeah, we'll definitely have to finish tomorrow. Okay. Probably need to add a little bit more of this in here. I think maybe. Just a touch. I think it doesn't need to be a whole lot. I don't want to make it, like, I don't want to really snake it very much. Like, put it into a snake shape, because then it's gonna tighten up our color. Our strands of color here, and I kind of want it a little bit strandier than like a thicker chunk of color. Okay. Let's kind of see how we're a little spread out here. We're a bit all over the place. It's more what I'm looking for, because then the color strands will go in a little bit more spread out. And our other colors will have a chance to be seen through it. Just kind of help give us our layers. Feels a little more brush strokey to me. Technical terms here. All of the technical terms ever. Okay. So I'm gonna get this guy lead into here. Or at least we're certainly gonna try. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. I haven't really eaten since I got up. I've had like a third of a soda since I've gotten up. That's it. The heck? My monitor just creaked for some reason. And I don't know why. It shouldn't have. It's odd. It's very odd. Alright. So we'll get this piece in here. Alright, so we came close to finishing. Not quite. We would probably still need maybe another, well, at least another half hour on the water just to finish putting it in our highlights maybe. We still have to come back in and line that out with a little bit of white. And then we have to finish in over here. So yeah, we'll definitely be, well, I hope we'll be finishing this up tomorrow. We'll see what we've got happening tomorrow. Life has a way of happening around here. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, we're gonna pause there for today, since I've got a bunch of stuff I have to do tonight. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I know it looks a little weird on that bottom water section. I don't know if I'm really happy with that part, but it's kind of how his looked. Kind of. Except 20 times better. So we'll pick this back up tomorrow. Hopefully I will at least be on time tomorrow, if not a few minutes early. We'll see. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Don't forget to check out the links down below. We've got links to the Kofi, the YouTube, the Instagram, and the Twitter. And if you want to go back and see any other past sessions of working on any of the projects, most of the projects we've done are archived over there on one playlist or another. So I will see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the end of your weekend. Hopefully tomorrow is a good Monday for you. And until next time.